Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 28th, 6:20 in the morning. Sun's coming up. The square is empty. Leaving Burgos. Was here 2 days. Had a nice rest day yesterday. And now it's 18 miles today. And I gotta find the Camino. They say, go to the cathedral, head to the river. Pretty easy, and then you'll start seeing the markers. So that's where I'm headed. Okay, talk to you in a bit. Bye. Found the trail. We're headed out of town. Look at all that cottonwood. That girl up there in the dark, black coat. I've been walking with her through Burgos and out of town. She's from Brazil, speaks not a word of English. I'm from the United States. The only word in Brazilian I know is obrigado, which means thank you. And we've been walking together for about an hour and a half. Sign language, all kinds of stuff. Trying to communicate a little bit. Until I had to pee so bad I had to get off the trail. So I'm slowly catching up.
Crazy experience, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, yeah.
Look at this little oasis. Wow, this is really cool. Very cool. The Camino is right up there. Just walk down this path right to here. Very cool. Look at that. How cool is that? I love that. That was a long, slow climb. Still got some to go. but we're kind of leveling out on top here, which is really beautiful. Really beautiful. Can't seem to get enough of these. Wow. Spectacular. These steep descents are a killer on the knees. I can do it. In this ancient old village of Hornios, on the Camino de Santiago. Three hours to go. An hour and a half to the next little town, and an hour and a half into Hontanas, where I have a room for the night. Whew. So I've been at it since 6:30, and it's 20 minutes to 1. More than 6 hours. 3 more to go. All alone. Nobody around. Got about an hour to go to the next town. Then an hour and a half into Hontanas. Never get tired of this. Shade. Sitting on a rock. No shade anywhere, except right here. Whew. Man, you can just see forever up here. This is huge. I've never seen anything like this. Oh my God, home sweet home. Finally, Hontanas. Okay, my feet are up. 20 minutes. My walking day is over. 19.6 miles, personal best. 40,600 steps, 7.5 hours. With a beer waiting for me. Oh, marathon. But there just wasn't much along the way. There were 3 little towns. It was a long stretch with very little to choose from. A whole bunch of little albergues 17 euros in a dorm with a bunch of noisy kids and snoring old men, which I think I'm kind of done with that if I can avoid it. Or I saw a couple of apartments for around 250 to 300 a night in people's, I think they're in people's houses. But anyway, no. So I went ahead and walked the extra length to get here to Hontanas. Then I got some short days coming up, some nice short walks with another rest day in 6 days, I believe, or 5 or 6 days into Lyon, which I can't wait because Gaudi, there's a Gaudi house there. I've seen pictures of it, but I'm gonna tour it. It's a museum now, can't wait. So I'll spend 2 nights there. So in the meantime, I'm gonna finish this beer, drink some more water, take a shower. Goodbye. Here's the hotel. Buenestrella. Oh my gosh, it's hard to believe I'm in the middle of nowhere in Castilla y León, Hontanas, Spain. This sleepy little village on the Camino de Santiago. Staying in a nice little hotel, little hostel. Just had dinner across the street in a nice little restaurant at a table, a 6-top table. I met up with my friends, Kevin and Angie. They're staying in the same hotel, come to find out, when none of us knew. And and then there's 3 others. A Spanish gentleman who's probably mid-60s, mid to late 60s, probably a couple of years younger than me, a few years younger than me, who is on doing the French way, the Camino Frances again, after doing 19 other Caminos, including the Camino Frances. This is his 20th Camino through France, into Spain, all up and down Spain, Portugal. Unbelievable. And, we just had the best conversation about the balance between solitude and the social game. And he likes to be around people, kind of just like me. He likes to be around people, likes to talk to people. He's very social, but at the same time, likes to walk alone for the most part. And so I totally got that. It was fun. And then I was going to say an Italian couple, but they're not a couple. There's an Italian guy, probably in his early 30s, from Naples, Napoli, and an Italian woman who sat across from me who's probably in her 30s as well. And she's married and about to move to Norway, her and her husband. but she's doing the Camino by herself. Just part of it. She just started today. Weird. Starting today in Hontanas, and she only has a limited amount of time. Hopes to make it to Santiago, but if she doesn't, no biggie. And then Kevin and Angie and I. And it's just, I don't know where else. I'm sure there's other places on the planet you can get this kind of experience, but I've never experienced it. This is fantastic. I walked with two different people today. A young woman at the beginning of the day trying to get out of Burgos and trying to find the Camino. And I had roughly on an app on my phone, I could tell where it is, and I was roughly there, but then she showed up, and together we kind of were looking for the little yellow arrows and the different way markers, which in the bigger cities are hard to find sometimes. But we found our way through the city and out onto the Camino, and she couldn't speak one word of English. And the only Brazilian Portuguese I knew was obrigado, thank you, which wasn't very helpful. But using sign language and trying to read between the lines that you didn't understand, we were kind of able to communicate for a while. It was fun, probably for about an hour. And then I had to pee so bad I had to duck into the bushes, and I had to try and communicate that with her. Tu mas agua, So anyway, she got it. And so she went ahead, and then I caught her and passed her because she was on her phone doing something. Lots of people on their phones. And I haven't seen her since, but oh my God, 19.6 or 7 miles today, 6 miles, I guess, 19.6. So I'm beat. But the dinner was just so great. Where else do you get that? And then everybody in the restaurant had got the pilgrim menu, and it's 16 euros, and it's a 2-course meal with dessert, and wine and bread and water. It was just great. So I had a mixed salad with tuna and hard-boiled eggs, and they make really good salads here, and roasted chicken with fries, which I didn't even touch the fries because we had this great rustic bread to go with. And the chicken was so great. It was a thigh and a leg. The slick meat, which I really love, the dark meat. And it's, unless I go out and get it for myself, I'm not going to get it. But anyway, it was just really fun. Really fun. I just love it. So now I'm back in my room and I'm about to crash because too much walking today. So good night. I love you. I'm going to post this video and then